This is Kulali and her owner Garth. Garth was a successful engineer who started building Kulali as his final life project. Unfortunately, Garth never got to see her finished. I've been lucky enough to take the challenge on of completing her build and one day to sail her around the world. Similar to Garth, I'm a passionate engineer who loves to know how things work and how to build things. Join me on this journey to bring Garth's dream to life. This is Sailing Kulali. So the inside of Kulali came as a completely bare interior, which looks something like this. The only thing that is already in place is the main bulkheads, which are structural, the through-hull fittings for the toilet and kitchen, as well as a few other through-hull fittings for the engine exhaust and the other water takeoff points. So the other things that are fixed are the interior bulkheads, which are structural, and also the stringer system, and basically anything that's been fully welded in. The posts that you see can be removed because they were put in by Garth to build walls up. Anything that I remove, I'll make sure that some reinforcement goes back in. Because the interior is completely bare, I needed some inspiration from other boats, and the two boats that I looked at is the Cirrus 35 DS, which DS stands for deck saloon, and the Garcia 45. The Garcia 45 is an aluminium explorer yacht. So both these yachts have a raised saloon, which means that you can see 360 degrees around the boat. So this is the interior of the Garcia, and you can see a navigation station up the front and a raised saloon area and a kitchen on the port side. And this is the Cirrus 35 DS, which is a smaller boat, a 35 footer, and it has got the same sort of setup with a navigation station on the starboard side with a small kitchen, and then on the port side a raised saloon. So what I did was I used the plans that were supplied by the naval architect Peter Brett of the Rival series, and I created a 3D model in Fusion 360 or CAD. And with that, I started looking at the inside fit out. So this is walking in the companionway of Kulali as designed now, and immediately in front of you is the raised saloon area, the table and seating, with a kitchen on the starboard side, with a section that I'm not sure what to do with at the moment. It's just an open area at the moment, which might become a sleeping berth, a sea berth. And behind that, or next to that, is a little wet locker, and I was just checking whether a 6 foot tall person would fit in there, which it does, and I'm not sure if that room will actually exist, but I was just playing around with a few ideas. So this is just another view from the kitchen looking back, and you have the saloon table, the nav station to the right, an L-shape couch, and this is looking from the saloon table towards the kitchen. So that's looking back towards that little room that I don't really know what to do with yet. So that's probably going to be an open space for now, or a sea berth. Oh, nope. So one thing I don't like about this design is the wasted space behind the seating. Because you're raising the floor level up, your seat basically, your head's going to hit the side of the window, and so you waste quite a bit of room behind it. But that could be used for storage as well. I'm not too sure at the moment. This is the view from the navigation station looking back. So the idea is that the L-shaped berth will let you sit facing forward or facing towards the table. And this is the view from the kitchen. So looking back, So the good thing about this design is that it utilizes the windows all around, which keeps it all open and airy, which is something that I like. Moving forward, you will have the toilet and the shower and diesel heater already set up there, so we can't change that. And then to the port side, this is where the main cabin was originally designed for. So this is the main cabin. It's 2 meters between bulkheads, but with this raised saloon design, you actually gain a bit more space underneath for your legs and whatever else. So that's one benefit of the raised saloon design, and that's where a wall would be in the future. Obviously, it's not in the model yet. So that's the master cabin, and going forward there will be another V-berth cabin or workshop depending on how I set it up, maybe even an office. And it's quite a big V-berth in reality, so there's a lot of space there. It's hard to see in the model. That's looking back out, so your toilet will be on the left and walking out of the design. And that's pretty much it for what I have for the design. It's still not finalized yet. I'd really like to get some more ideas on this so that I can, I guess, get closer to a user-friendly design. So yeah, any comments on the design, please let me know.